Hey, this is Tim with TM Media. It's been a while since I've created a video, and I know I keep telling people that I'm going to create more and get more consistent, but I lie a lot. So, you know, uh, honestly, I will be trying to do it again. I know I just keep saying that, but one of the frustrating things is every time I try to do a video, something's changed. Either I can't see on YouTube, especially I can't see where the hell my inbox is to the messages I have. I just figured that out, like that was last time. Now YouTube has cut their video recording capability, so I'm doing this in Photo Booth, and apparently in Photo Booth you can't just directly upload to YouTube, so you have to drag from Photo Booth into your photos, then upload. I mean, it's some of the stuff. I can't believe these guys get paid the money they get, and they cannot figure this stuff out. Um, you can do it from an iPad, but you can't do it from a Mac. It's just crazy. So, I'm not making excuses, but well, yes, I am. But anyway, uh, all right. The subject is today, and the other thing is I'm going to keep these a lot less. I'm not going to worry about these videos too much, and that will probably get me to record more because when you do these, you're worried about what am I going to say? How should I how should I what should I talk about? Am I going to ramble like I usually do on some of these? I mean, so I'm not going to I'm not going to worry about that too much, and and hopefully that'll make me produce more content, more usable content that you guys hopefully will appreciate. All right, so the subject on this one is some gentleman called, let me see if I can look him up here. God damn it. If I can go back to my inbox here, let me see if I can do that real quick here. Oh, this could be a pain in the ass. No. Let's do it. We have to go back to Creator Studio. There we go. Let's go back to Creator Studio. I don't know if I even went blank there for a second. All right, there we go. And those are all my things. Okay, good. And I'm going to community messages. There we go. All right, gentlemen. Nope, that's not it. Okay, Unorthodox Piper mentioned how do I deal with burnout? Have you experienced it? I mean, hell yes, many times. I mean, sometimes weekly, sometimes monthly, sometimes just once a year. I mean, it really depends. I've been going through that pretty much this entire year, probably, of just being burnt out and not wanting to do, I wouldn't say design, but just deal with clients as far as, and not dealing with projects with clients. I would say dealing with new clients on selling them on our services and getting them as a client. The hardest thing to do is show the value of what you do, and clients come in, they own businesses, and they don't really understand the value. I mean, a lot of them don't understand the value of branding or design at all. I mean, they don't even understand the value of their own company. And that's probably the most frustrating thing is a person that is just totally unrealistic. He wants to spend maybe less than $1,000 for a new website, and he just or has a totally unrealistic budget. Thinks he's gonna startups are just comical sometimes, where they think they're gonna just they saw it on TV or something and they're gonna make money. Like I have a relative that wanted to start a cupcake business because she saw it on a reality show. And she was telling me, she went, well, you make websites and you make design. She thought you want. And of course, if I wasn't if she wasn't a relative, I would, probably sell her on, many different things. But I would know that it's not going anywhere. And there's a lot of clients that come in to me, and that's probably a really frustrating. That's probably one of the most frustrating things is when you not only you get a client, but you work with a client and the product is just not good. I can sit there and I can brand it to death. and I can create all this really cool imagery, enticing stuff to get people interested. But if the product sucks, the product sucks. I can't do anything about it. I mean, so that's probably that's definitely a frustration. So, but yeah, I mean, getting clients to understand the value of some of this stuff um, is just I would rather just I like working with and collaborating with clients and doing the design part. The sales part, most designers hate, and I'm not an exception. I just can't stand uh, trying to really show, hey, especially when it's really um, I would say a no brainer. When I'm sitting there talking to a client that's making $2-3 million and he wants to spend less than $2,000 on a new rebrand or a logo or something like that, and doesn't realize that what I do to your product is going to significantly impact your sales in some respects, huge. And it's all about, it's not just about graphics, it's about, a really great idea. And I remember this guy was saying, well, I know designers, and he worked with a bunch of, he worked with several designers, and I could tell he was working on an hourly basis, and he was just watching them like a hawk on how much time you're spending on this stuff. And I told him right off the bat, I said, I could come up with a great idea within 5 minutes. Um, and that happens a lot. You will sit there and, you'll wake up at 3 in the morning and say, yeah, that's pretty good. Or, you could dream about it, or wherever it may be. It might have took you a few seconds, but the value of that idea is huge. So that's what they're not understanding as well, is the value of just the idea. And of course, they're getting the experience of what I've been through as well, as far as just dealing with other clients, what I've seen, what I've witnessed, and that advice I can bring to the table. As far as no, you don't want to do that because that guy down the road did it 5 years ago and it didn't turn out well. Stuff like that. It's kind of like there's a really good chiropractor I went to one time. He said I was trying to dig him on his experience and stuff like that, and he said, well, you want to know my experience? Do you have this thing just died. Hang on. He says, you want to know my experience? Do you have 16 years to sit down and talk? I mean, that's a good way to put it, as far as when you're dealing with people. So, anyways, so yes, that's some of the reasons I get burnt out. Everybody does. You're not alone. And how do I deal with it? Actually, currently dealing with it right now. I've been drawing a lot as far as trying to work on my illustration skills. Not great of an illustrator, I'm more of a designer, obviously, but I wanted to, I always wanted to learn, more about illustration and draw well better. So I'm doing that. I've joined a maker class, which is great for anybody creative. It basically attracts a bunch of nerds, computer nerds, and artists. So I went to one, and it was a bunch of software people that were doing video game programs, woodworking, paint, ceramics, you name it. A lot of artists and developers and programmers. So if you look up a maker group in your area, a lot of them have, there's free ones. There's the ones I'm going to, one is a free one. It's just if you look up Maker USA or something like that, there's probably tons of links locally you can look up. Nothing is probably just do this. I probably should do more of this to vent a little bit, talk to people. I listen to people too. You guys are listening to me, but I also listen to other designers as well. Just it kind of gives you a sense that you're not alone, and you're dealing with the same stuff they're dealing with, and you'll get tips on how to cope with it and how to deal with a certain client, whatever it may be. But there's just so much information out there. It shouldn't be hard to really find some someone podcast or whatever to listen to while you're working or whatever it may be. That's what I'm actually doing today, is listening to some designer and that was near me in Dallas. Um, so what else? And help people basically, and also make your own videos like this and just vent a little bit. I mean, I'm giving you information, but I'm also getting out some of my own frustration too, which I'm sure you'll relate to. I'm trying to think what else I can do. Get really involved in the project. I guess I would say get lost in a project a little bit. Maybe like for a project I did, kind of backfired on me, but it still helped me out. I had a client. I basically comped about 8 hours most of the day because I felt like being a little bit more creative, and he didn't really want much. He just wanted this and that. I said, all right, tell you what, he had an existing logo, and I've had the client for 10 years, but and he didn't really want any changes on it, but I wanted to do kind of a cool background effect on it, so I just messed with it, played around with it. I guess he kind of liked it, but didn't really know that I put that much time into it, so um, he kept it, so I can't say because I have a client that some of these clients I would say I have a couple of them that you could really do some creative work with, but they honestly like some graphics that aren't that great looking. So honestly, I have to almost dumb down my work sometimes, and just because that's what they want. Um, So, I mean, that was probably not the right client to get really creative on, but I would say, any other project or, do something by yourself. I mean, do something on your own. Do something you've never tried. Get a little lost in the project. I mean, I'm doing illustration right now. I'm enjoying that right now. Getting lost and no one's paying for me before it. I can do whatever the hell I want. There's no restrictions, whatever. So, anyways, and, get on YouTube and ramble a lot. So that helps. Anyways, so I hope this was helpful, and I will again. I'm gonna try to set a goal to do one more video this week, maybe two, and get this thing a little bit more active again. Please, respond. That definitely helps motivate me to do more of these, and on your comments and things like that. So it went dark again. So thanks for listening, and feel free to post your comments. Thanks.